applause for Chad Vader! Hey everybody, how's it going? Woo! Yeah!
Yeah!
Alright, well, how many of you know what Chad Vader is? Kind of. For those of you who don't, he's Darth Vader's younger brother. Not as well known, not as famous, also not as successful. He works at a grocery store. The Chad Vader series on YouTube has gotten, I think, all the Chad Vader videos combined have gotten over 100 million views. And Chad Vader, the very first episode, was given the George Lucas Fan Film Award in 2007. George Lucas himself.
Wow.
Pretty cool. He actually spoke my name. He made a joke out of my name, actually. My last name is Yonda. And he said, "This award goes to Matt Sloan and Aaron Yonda." And then he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Yonda." And I'm sure everyone laughed. I wasn't there, so I didn't see it. Anyway, that's the Chad Vader idea. There are lots of different Chad Vader videos. I want to show you some of them. How many of you are familiar with David After Dentist?
Yes.
The internet video of the little kid who's just got back from the dentist. Well, there's a Chad parody of that. How about Rebecca Black? More people know about that a little bit? More people. There's also a Chad Vader parody of that, which we could enjoy, and the regular episode. So I guess to start out, maybe if anyone's got any immediate questions they want to know right away, I can answer those. Anything right off the bat? Get right there.
How many Riff Tracks episodes were there of you?
Riff Tracks. That, for those of you who don't know what Riff Tracks is, that's, if you've seen Mystery Science Theater 3000, the guys who did that now do something called Riff Tracks. And we were lucky enough to collaborate with them on some of the Riff Tracks that they've done, Star Wars and otherwise. And we've done like 2 on our own. We did The Running Man, and we did Ghost Rider, which, you know, if you've seen that, I don't know, hopefully no one likes it, but it's a turd of a movie, and so we make fun of it. Nicolas Cage, who of course has done a lot of questionable movies over the years. Yeah, we've done those 2, plus we collaborated with Mike Nelson on like a couple other ones. So, what else can I tell you? Chad Vader started in 2006. And I guess let's just watch one. Oh yeah, well I could use a mic. I'm good at shouting. I like shouting. Shouting is fun. Any other questions while we're kind of getting this rolling? Actually, when we started making Chad Vader, we were afraid. We were afraid that Lucasfilm was going to kill us, basically. They would be like, you can't make this. It has Darth Vader, someone that looks like a lot like Darth Vader in it, because obviously Chad is, you know, Darth Vader's brother, looks like him. But in fact, they actually gave us that Fan Film Award, and then they hired Matt, who does the voice of Chad Vader. They hired him to do the voice of Darth Vader for The Force Unleashed, Force Unleashed 2, for a bunch of TV shows, for some movies. Yeah, so they actually kind of rewarded us for making, you know, a show that has Star Wars elements in it. And despite what everyone thought, everyone who we told about the idea was like, oh, they're just going to shut you down. They're going to, you know, you're going to jail. But we never did. They just rewarded us, which was pretty cool. We had a lot of fun making that. There was, although I have to say in the season 1 finale, we got to throw one through a lettuce display, and that was probably one of the most fun things that we've ever done. But we had a lot of fun making that one too. So yeah, that's all on there. We could probably watch something a little bit less serious. Not that that makes any sense. But there is the Rebecca Black video that I kind of want to show you guys.
I actually have another question.
Yes.
What is the price that for people who want to start maybe doing a web series like this? To do a video like this, what is the average cost that goes into the production of something like this? I mean, I'm not trying to be nosy, but I'm curious about that.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. The thing is, like, for the most part, we've had all the cast and crew working on the show pretty much been volunteers. From time to time, we'll get donations from people and we'll be able to give them a little bit of money. But for the most part, they work for free. I would say that, you know, when you have volunteer crew and cast, like the budget for this is only going to be, I mean, the most it would be is probably about $1,000 an episode. And usually not even that much, just depending on how many props we have to get, you know. But I think it averages out because the suit costs like $600 or $700, and we've already gone through 3 of those from doing stunts and stuff like that. So, you know, and there's the cost of getting food for everybody, but you know, it's pretty cheap. And the thing is, if you're not doing something quite as high budget as this, it's probably only going to run you a few $100s an episode. And of course, with Kickstarter now, we ran a Kickstarter campaign for season 4 and raised $8,000, and that was enough to do the whole season. We're still not really, we might be able to pay our cast and crew a little tiny bit of money, but that was enough to make the season, basically. We would have liked to have gotten more so we could pay more people. But.
Do you ever find yourself in competition with other like web series, i.e. maybe shows like Guild or things like that Felicia Day is running? Do you ever find, I'm just curious on this from an internet point of view, like you watch TV, all the shows are kind of marketing for the key demographic or key demographics, but for the internet, since there's, like even Chad Baker, the Guild, show like that have kind of a shorter time span, do you feel that there's that same sort of competition with other web shows like that?
Well, I'd say there's a lot of competition now. It's way more saturated than it was, you know, 5 years ago. But like with the Guild, like we know Felicia Day. She's been in a Chad Baker video, and so we've done stuff with her, and we've sort of complemented each other's videos. They're linked together on Hulu. Like the Chad Baker season is also on Hulu. It's in better quality if you want to watch it there. Yeah, I mean, the internet's still a fairly collaborative place. So generally, like, I wouldn't say everybody knows each other, but you can. People are more approachable, and you can do stuff with people, especially if they're sort of at the same level as you. So, more questions?
Anybody have any questions?
Questions about anything? I'll answer anything. Right there.
Do you guys usually goof around most of the time when you guys are doing that? Or?
Oh yeah, we have a really good time. It is all pre-scripted for the most part. We have done a couple episodes where we improvised, but it's mostly pre-scripted. Baby Cookie, the little doll that's in the video, appears earlier in the season, sort of starts to drive Randy crazy because he sort of thinks the doll's talking to him. And he was the general manager. He's going on this decline, which Weird Jimmy, who's the janitor now, sort of did the same thing years ago. Like everybody who becomes general manager gradually faces this decline as they lose their mind because they can't, because the pressure, for some reason the pressure of being general manager at Empire Market is too much because it's such a crazy store. So, did that answer the question?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Right there.
I know that season 4 is already started. Is there any particular reason to split it up into 2?
Season 4, we decided to split it into 2. Why did we do that? Just because we were having, well, for one thing, Chad gets a new girlfriend at the end of season 3, and she got pregnant, and so it became very difficult to like shoot anything with her for a little while. So we kind of had to, plan out when we were going to shoot it and how we were going to do it, and so it just made sense to take a break at some point. So season 4 starts next month on YouTube or Hulu. Easy to find, you just got to search Chad Bader. Our YouTube channel is called Blame Society Films. And I think we should watch one more video. Tammy, maybe take a couple more questions after that, and then it'll probably be that. Oh, you know what? I need the season 3 DVD to watch Rebecca Black.